Hello, karate people. I'd like to take an opportunity today to just recognize a lot of our new students. Over the past 8 weeks, we've had a lot of new people join the club, and I'd like to welcome you to the GKR family. I can promise you one thing: if you get just 1/10 of what I've gotten from karate, the enjoyment, the motivation, the inspiration, the personal growth, the health and fitness, then this is going to be a life-changing experience for you or for the kids, and it's going to be something that I'm sure that a decision that you're going to be really happy with in the future. So welcome, and I'd like to take this opportunity just to share my first few months of training back 20 years ago. So I started twice. Once successfully and once unsuccessfully. The first time I saw an ad in the newsletter at school when I was still at school. I signed up for the karate classes. I went maybe 3 to 6 times maximum, and I enjoyed it, but it was harder than I thought it was going to be. Definitely more challenging than I thought it was going to be. It was harder to learn and pick up. I thought I'd pick it up more naturally. But I still enjoyed it, and I think I was going on a Tuesday night, and then I missed a Tuesday night, and then I think I went again, and then I missed another one, and then I found it hard to get there again. And it was during a period of time when ladies were starting to come in, girls were starting to come into the picture and so forth, and all sorts of other things at that age, and I just drifted away. That was my first time, and if that ended there, it would have been quite a sad experience. However, it didn't. Later on, when I'd started, I was working as a motor mechanic. I wanted a career change. I was looking through the classifieds in the paper, and I saw a sports career, an opportunity for a sports career. So I went for an interview. It turned out to be GKR Karate. I thought, well, I started it once, I enjoyed it, why not try this out? And on my first day, I started in the class, and there was about 4 or 5 of us that started at the same time. And again, I found that I was the most uncoordinated of all the new people in the class. It was still challenging. They seemed to be picking things up a lot quicker than me. The first kata I struggled with massively. I just couldn't get that pattern into my brain. But I kept going this time, and I pushed through. I learned the first kata, I got my yellow belt, and what do you know? I then was allowed to do my sparring, got my mitts and pads, started doing sparring, which I absolutely loved, and that was it. I was hooked. And there was nowhere I was going. 20 years later, I still love going to karate, and still just as passionate about it today as I ever was, and still learning just as much as I ever have, if not more and faster than I did before. So, what are some of the keys? I want to lay out your first 4 months, okay? Whether it's for yourself or for the kids, a couple of things that you may be able to learn from my personal experience. So the first thing is you've got to create a routine. So if you're going on a Tuesday night or a Thursday night or whatever, you've got to find a way that it fits into the routine. And I'll just give you my personal experience. I put my running shoes next to the bed, and because I'm getting up at 5 o'clock. That's my nighttime routine in order to make sure that I'm ready. I put my feet out of bed, I put my shoes on, and off I go. And that's my 5 o'clock start, and I'm off to the gym. You've got to find a way to create that same kind of routine for your karate classes. 2, stay there long enough to build relationships. If you're just going there just to do the punching and the kicking and all that sort of thing, after about 3, 4, 5 classes, I started to build relationships with the other new students that were there, and some of the people, more importantly, some of the students that had been training for a longer time. And then I started going to karate, not just for karate, but to hang out with my friends, and that made a huge difference. The next thing is you've got to try different classes. You've got to try there may be a different sensei that's teaching the class, and they just have a different way of teaching the same sort of things, and you resonate with those people or that class more than the other ones. And so you've got to try different things and then help build that into your routine. Understand what it is that you enjoy most about karate. So for me, it was doing the sparring, and that wasn't going to come until yellow belt. So you've got to stick around until you at least get your yellow belt, your mitts and pads, and you do your sparring. If you stop before then, just don't do that. That's crazy. So share the goals that you have, or that you have for the kids. What are the reasons that you got started? Was it for confidence? Did you want the kids to, yourself or the kids to get confidence? Are you looking to get them away from the TV or off the gaming console and get fitter? Are you looking for toning and shaping? Are you looking to become more disciplined? Are you looking for the self-control aspect of it? And it's important to share that with your instructor or the instructors. They are like the coaches, and they can tailor the training towards the benefits that you're looking for. In time, you get everything, but in the short period of time, you've got to tailor it so that you're getting specifically what you want. Because you start getting what you want, you start to see progress, you start to gain confidence. As you get confidence, you start to enjoy it more. As you start to enjoy it more, it all gets easier, it becomes more enjoyable, you want to do it more often, and it creates a circle. And before you know it, you'll be a black belt. Okay? At the very least, you'll be yellow belt, and that's the first goal when you get started. So everything should be geared around, when you start the first 4 months, make a decision before you even start the first class. I'm going to get to yellow belt, or I'm going to help the kids get to yellow belt, and then we're going to make a decision as if we continue on with this or not. Okay? It's 12 classes. If you do 2 a week, pretty quick. If you do it 1 a week, it takes a bit longer. But if you stick around for 4 months, you get your yellow belt, get your mitts and pads, and you have the full experience, and then you can make an educated decision as if you want to do karate or not. Until then, you're not really sure. You haven't really given it enough time. Okay? Remember, I believe in you, and I'll see you in the dojo.